That was supposed to be funny. That was funny. It's okay to laugh. I don't bite. It's all right. Couple rules I have. First one is if you don't talk to me, we do squats. Okay. The second rule I have is if you fall off my chair, you owe me 20 push-ups. So no falling off the chair. Please, dear God, don't fall off the chair. All right. So we've got a couple of things. If you're comfortable standing up, can you stand up for me real quick? Okay, sit back down. Can you stand up again? Sit back down. That's not it. Can you stand up? Sit down. Sit up. Sit down. I just need a couple squats. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. So my job is to make sure that I'm providing a program for our members that is comprehensive in all of your wellness aspects. So anywhere from physical to mental and emotional, and we wrap all that up into like a 55-minute class. So any corrective exercises we need to do as far as posture goes or gait goes or along that line. And you're like, well, that just sounds like a lot of fun. But we do Zumba, we do Pilates, we do a strength class. I do a grit and grace, which is we do a little bit of stuff, a little bit of everything in between. So that's kind of my background in what I do. I've taught everywhere from very small groups to I've had a group of instructors of 100 instructors at a time. I know, right? And I tell you, they are the worst to teach. We instructors are the worst to teach because we're all in charge. We're all like, excuse me, that's not, yeah, that's us. So let's get on topic. And my topic today is the proper care and feeding of a human, right? Does anybody have a pet or have had a pet in the past? Okay, I have dogs. And my people who know me, I love my dogs. I'll do anything for my dogs. When I got my dogs, and I have labs, I got big girls. I researched, what should I feed them? How should I exercise them? How can I take the best care of them to make them the best dogs ever, right? So I cook for my dogs. I can't believe I invented that, but I cook for my dogs, right? Little barley, little this, little that, all's right with the world. And then I turn around and for myself, drinking my protein drink, I put my protein powder in my Hawaiian punch. What am I thinking? I mean, I know as a professional, I know that sugar is bad for you. So what do I do first thing in the morning? I drink a whole thing of sugar, but my protein drink is in it, so it must be all right, right? No, it's not all right. Because all those things we do, we take care of our pets and we take care of the people around us, but yet we don't take care of ourselves in the same manner. So that's kind of what our talk is today, is how to take care of ourselves. So one of the first things I want to talk to you about, how many drinkers do I have in the room? What you got, drinkers? My drinkers. Y'all are my tribe. I meant water. You guys are my peeps. No, but I meant water. So do you know how much water you should be drinking a day?
8 times 8.
8 times 8, so 64. Okay, I hear where you're going with this. I've heard that before. Anybody else? It's according to your weight. Aha, you've read. You guys are ahead of me. You got the cheat sheet. And according to what you're doing that day, right? Right. So the easiest way to figure out how much water you should be drinking a day is take your body weight. You got to slow me down, Betsy. I'm running. Take your body weight, divide it by 2. By 2. Ooh, girl, I know. I said that thing. I was like, ooh, how much am I going to drink? And now if you exercise, you have to add more to that. I know. That's a lot of water. Now, here's my warning to you. If you're not already drinking that much water, don't go out tomorrow and get this big thing with all the measurements on it and drink the whole thing in one day. You will hate me. I will not be your friend. You will be very, very angry with me. And you'll spend all your time going, oh, wait, I got it. I'll be right back. So please, start drinking enough water. Why is that important? Do you know why it's important? Flushes out your system. What else?
Balance.
I'm sorry.
For your balance.
For your balance, you have to stay hydrated, right? Your brain works a little bit better. Yes. Your brain loves water. It's a really happy brain. Anybody else? Anybody else know why you drink your water?
What percent of your body is water to start with?
The majority of your body is water, right? So if you're not replenishing what you're sweating out, it's kind of like running your car without any oil. And you wouldn't do that, would you? You take care of your car, but yet you don't drink enough water and take care of your body. See what I'm saying? Are you seeing where I'm going with this? Because I'm the same way. I am terrible about drinking my water. I've got my boss sticking her head in going, hey, you drank anything today? Yeah, I think I did. For sure did. No, I did not. So please be sure to be kind to yourself and drink some water. All right, guys, let's stand up real quick for just a second. If you're comfortable standing up, keep your chair closed. I want you to be able to hold on to something if you need it. Fair? Let's put your feet together. I want you to stand up nice and tall. Give me prayer right here. Dear Lord, please let me make it through this class, right? Plant your shoulder blades, stand up a little bit taller. Can you close your eyes? No cheating, no peeking. What did your body just do? Started moving, right? That's your brain going, what on earth is going on? Why is it doing this? Go ahead, open your eyes, guys. Don't move them, don't go anywhere. Can you shift your weight into your right foot? Keep your left toe here for balance. Who's feeling brave today? Who's feeling brave? Can you flex the foot that's up? Don't you fall. Lady, I'm telling you right now, you fall on me. It's 20 push-ups. Who's feeling brave? How do you improve this? Practice, right? Shift to the other side. Balance the toe. Easy lift. Do you practice your balance? Try. I do, because I got an equilibrium class, and if I don't work on it, y'all laugh at me when I fall. And it's never good when the instructor falls, right? Relax. What? I'm telling you, balance is rough. Balance is so rough. Let's go ahead and let's stagger your feet. I don't care which foot goes forward. We're gonna do both. Keep your chair close in case you need it, right? So find prayer, or maybe it's genie arms. Either way is cool. Now take your back foot, slide it in a little bit tighter. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. Pick your foot. Can you go heel to toe? Ha ha. All kinds of options. Lightly hold your chair. Just lightly, just like my fingers are there in case I need it. Now turn your head to the right. Right? Your body just went, right? Stabilize, bring your head back forward. Lightly on the chair in case you need it. Close your eyes and turn your head to the right. Oh yeah, are you right? I know. So what is that? What is that? You closed your eyes and things got weird. So go ahead and have a seat, guys. Let's talk balance for just a moment and why it's so difficult. So when you close your eyes, that cut off the information that your brain is getting, right? And your brain has to start firing muscles to go, okay, where is straight up and down? So practicing that and practicing in a place where you're safe and you have something to grab on is going to be more beneficial when you're walking and you hit that curb and you crash and burn. Does anybody? I can fall in a parking lot wearing Converse tennis shoes and it's flat. Can anybody else do that? I have those skills. I am very, very skillful. I was walking with a friend and he said, I looked up, Lisa, and you were there, and I looked again and you were gone. He was like, oh my God, I killed her. But no, it's making sure that you have, again, you're hydrated, right? Because your brain likes water. We're making sure that we're practicing these different balance skills so that when we do encounter something that's a little more difficult or a little uneven, we have a little more stability under us. What else can you do to improve your balance? Anybody know? You can stand on your head. Not kidding, you don't do that. Don't stand on your head. Have your ears checked. The inner ear does come into play. How about your core strength? Oh yeah. Okay. So here's the weirdness of the day. Actually, I got a bunch of weird stuff, but here's the first weirdness of the day. Have you ever had to contract your pelvic floor? Your pelvic floor. No cheating, Betsy. Have you ever had to contract your pelvic floor? Yeah, no, y'all who know me know. Yes, yes. All right. So when you contract your pelvic floor, are you pulling in or are you pulling up? Up, right? Do you know how to do that? I'm going to give you a cue that's really kind of a little, am I going to embarrass anybody?
Yeah.
Does anybody embarrass easy? No, okay. If you embarrass easy, just... So I want you to pretend you've got a drink, right? Drink of choice, and there's a straw in your drink. Fair? That straw is going to go, okay? And I want you to suck the liquid up through the straw. I know you will never forget that cue. So pull the liquid up. Now what just happened? Y'all look at me like you're not doing it. Yeah, everything just went, right? Right? It got a little stronger, a little more stable. So then when you stand up and you try to just bounce and you've now stabilized, let's try that. Go ahead and stand back up. Oh yeah, y'all aren't sitting for a whole hour. Don't think you're sitting, no, that's not gonna work. All right, so let's go ahead, place your feet together again. Stand up nice and tall. I want you to plant your shoulder blades this time. Now, tuck your ribs in. So that way everything is nice and straight, everything's in line. Tighten through your abs. Suck up through that straw, right? Now give me prayer. And now close your eyes. Is that more stable? Is that not the most bizarre thing ever? I love it. So what you can do is you can start stabilizing through your core more often. And then your core automatically just goes, and you're good. If you're running into a situation where it's unstable or you're not sure about your balance, stop, tighten, and then go. And you're more stable. Fair? Who loves squats? Who loves squats other than me? I love squats. Let's stand in front of your chair. Stand in front of your chair. Am I talking too fast? Am I talking loud enough? Okay. So if I have my chair here, how do I sit down in my chair? Right? And back up. That's your squat, guys. Fair? Can you, so let's do this. Try sitting down first and stand back up. Sit down and stand back up. Okay, so that's basically your squat, right? Basically your squat. Now I want you to take your feet, push them down into the floor like you're trying to shove your feet all the way down to the dirt. And now take your feet, pretend you've got a rag rug or something between your feet. It's wrinkled and you want to straighten it out. So you're pushed slightly out with your feet, right? Right? So I'm pushing down, I'm pushing kind of out. Now sit. Did that feel better? No, it feels terrible. I know it feels terrible. It feels terrible, but it's more stable for your glutes, right? Your glutes have to engage a little bit more. Quads have to engage a little bit more. Everything has to work and work purposefully, right? Who loves their triceps? Who loves their triceps? They're the best thing ever. Gentlemen, you're like, triceps are fantastic, right? Right? No? Nobody? Nobody likes their triceps? I hate mine too if it helps any at all. All right, guys, I want you to go like this. Push. Just push. . Now flip your hands, push. flip, push, flip, push, flip, 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 flip. Stop it. Did you feel anything working?
Yes.
A little bit. Yeah. Okay, now I want you to try it this way. Now, thumbs go down. I want you to push at me and then tighten here. Sound effects are okay. You can do sound effects. No. Now push, push, push. Like you have something you're stopping. Stop, stop, stop. Push, tighten, tighten, squeeze, squeeze. Do you want to do that for a long time? No, not really, right? Flip, push, push, push. What's happening? Yeah, you feel it more. Do you feel it more now? Because now you're working purposefully. You're moving with a purpose. So when you're in your classes, don't just do the movement. Think about what you want to work and move purposefully, and you're going to see better results. And I don't know about you, but I am all over doing as few squats as I can possibly do and get done what I need to get done. Anybody else?
Yes.
Please, let me do as few reps as I can possibly do. Who goes in and grabs a 1 pound weight? I'm not picking on you. I'm still not picking on you. I want you to think about the things you lift on a daily basis. How much does a bag of sugar weigh? 5 pounds. How much is a gallon of milk? 4 to 5, 6. How much is a gallon of milk? Girlfriend, it's about 7 or 8 pounds.
Ooh.
I know, 7 or 8 pounds for a gallon of milk. A whole gallon of milk. It's like, yeah, I have about a gallon of milk in a long time. What about flour? 5 pounds. A tub of butter. Pound to a pound and a half, 2 pounds, right? So when you're going to your classes, think about what you want to do. You want to continue these daily activities, right? So when you're picking up your weights, make sure you're grabbing something that is going to change or improve or progress toward your goal. You're all a very active group. I can see it. I feel the energy from you. You don't sit in your house. You're not that crowd, right?
Right.
No, that would drive me nuts. I would lose my mind. I would absolutely lose my mind. So you want to stay active. You want to stay busy. You want to continue to do the things you love to do. So if you want to continue to do the things you love to do, you got to put in the work. As fun as it is. I know, right? People come in and see me, they go, yay, I get to do weights. So excited. We get to do lunges today. The best ever. No. But we get the work done. We get in, we get the work done, we get stronger, and then we're more capable of doing the things we want to do. Fair? So has anybody ever talked to you about what NEAT is, other than reading my little handout? NEAT. Don't cheat now. NEAT. It's called non-exercise activity time. Non-exercise activity time. Who does a class maybe 3 times a week? Anybody do classes 3 times a week? Yeah, like aerobics or weight training or Pilates, yoga, Zumba, right? Swimming, any of those things count. About 3 times a week? How about 4? Okay. What do you do when you're not doing your class? Walking. Does anybody crochet?
Yes.
You're a crocheter. Anybody quilt? Anybody do puzzles? Anybody puzzles? Anybody like me when I'm not working? Nobody else? Nobody else does this, Miss? Yeah, girl, I got you. You're my friend. We are besties right now. We are good. Anybody else do this, Miss? No. How about this, Miss? Or maybe it's this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
don't have a TV.
I love you. God, I love you. You know, it's all those things where we're talking to our friend over here. So, you know, we went and we did that, right?
Yeah.
Look at what we're doing to our bodies. Nothing. We're not doing a stinking thing. Does anybody have one of these things? Stupid watch. I hate it. It's my nemesis. But then you feel bad when you don't wear it, right? Because nothing counted on the days you don't wear it. But the beautiful thing about it is it tells me to move. It will vibrate and go, hey, you've been a slug for like the last half an hour, and you should probably do something and get up and move. So neat, non-exercise activity time. What that is that when you're cleaning the house, when you're going grocery shopping, that's when you are walking with friends, that's when maybe you're cleaning the garage or you're playing with the grandkids. You're looking for all this time where you're not in this position. Does anybody have low back problems? Okay, you're gonna laugh. I got called for jury duty the other day. I was sitting, I know it's the worst, right? But I was sitting in a pool of 30 people, and they're all roughly somewhere around my age, give or take 10 years, okay? And the question was, does anybody have low back problems? And everybody raised their hands with the exception of 2 people, and I think they were lying. I'm pretty sure they were lying. But think about that. People much younger than you having low back problems, and how can we prevent that? What are we doing most of the time? Right? This is what we're doing. And what are we doing to our bodies? We're tightening here, right? Does anybody have like, it's like sore, like across the back of the hip, like, oh, this hurts. Nobody runs into that? I'm not the only person, girlfriend. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, like, and it goes around here and kind of shoots around here and then maybe down to the toe. You're lucky. Yeah, you got me, right? So when we are sitting too much, when we are not active, when we're not engaging through the glutes, it makes a big difference. Everybody stand up. I know, right? How many squats can I get out of you today? I'm working on it. So it's going to sound stupid. I want you to stand tall, press your feet into the floor, stand up as tall as you can, press your hip bones a little bit forward. And now pretend you've got the winning lottery ticket right between those cheeks and you got to hold on to it. Not your hands, guys. You got the winning lottery ticket planted and you have to squeeze now. Glute engagement. So why are the glutes so important? Okay, release. Squeeze. Balance is one. What else? Your hips, yes. What else? Your low back. You know what? Your glutes are the laziest muscles in your body. I know, they don't want to work. What is up with that? They're like the teenagers of your body. They're like, I'll get to it eventually. Anybody else have a teenager that they're dealing with right now? I got a 16-year-old and I found, and I was so mad I couldn't see straight. Not mine, I would have killed him. He had taken a bag of trash out of his room because he was told to clean his room and put it in the spare bedroom instead of taking it downstairs. And I about lost my mind when I found it. And I was like, I can't kill him. I can't kill him. He's not mine. He's not mine. He's not mine. He's not mine. But those are your glutes. They don't want to work. They want somebody else to do the work for them. So if somebody else is going to do the work for them, it's going to be your hamstrings, right? Your hamstrings are tight and your low back. So like your QL, like quadratus lumborum, into like your low back. They now have to engage because your glutes aren't going to do the work. Fair? Okay, let's hold your chair for a second. I'm going to make you hate me just a little bit. As mackerel. Be kind. Okay? No, be good to yourself. Soften the knees. Stand up nice and tall. Put your weight in your right foot. You're going to lift. Now your toes, you got the mirror, right? So you can see. Toes have to face the front of the room. Nice and easy. It doesn't have to be big. Small movement. Just small movement. Soften the standing knee. Little lift. Y'all didn't know you're getting into this, did you? I'm going to try to make you sweaty. That's my job anyway. That's my goal. So they asked me, I was like, how much can you abuse these people today? And I was like, well, I don't know. Let me see what I can do. Okay, hold your foot here. Point and flex. Point and flex, point and flex. What are you feeling? Yes. That standing leg, right? Soften your knee. Does that help a little bit? Soften your knee a little bit. It's tough. Low back sucks. Right? You're feeling right here. That's your glute medius. Why is glute medius important? Relax, guys. Why is glute medius important? Because there's like 3 muscles in your glutes. So like glutes, glute med, glute min. But glute medius is important because it has to engage with your adductors to keep you upright. You're like, well, I don't stand on a single leg all the time. Yes, you do. Every time you take a step, you're standing on a single leg. So if you don't feel this during at some point in time while you're working out, ask your instructor about your glute med. Okay? Don't you ask me when you get to it. I got you, lady. But ask your instructor about your glute medius. Fair? Go ahead and have a seat, guys. Sit down, relax. Okay, now that I made you uncomfortable, let me see if I can make it a little bit better. Can you cross your ankles? That same leg we just made angry. Can you slide it up a little higher? Can you step taller? You're good right there. Step taller. Wherever you're comfortable, guys, be careful, baby. Be kind. Be kind, be kind. So here, sit tall, and now push your chest forward like I'm telling you like some really juicy gossip, and I'm whispering it. Get a little closer. Does that feel better? Yeah, that feels lovely, doesn't it? This is your new best friend. They find you everywhere, don't they? Lean a little bit further forward if you have it. So the goal here, and what I see a lot in class is, I see this, right? Boy, I'm stretching my butt. Boy, oh boy, this feels great. So sit up tall and then press forward. You want to get as sharp of an angle as you can in the joints. So the sharper angle you can get in the joint, the more you're going to stretch the hip, right? The more you're going to stretch. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anybody else? I taught a class earlier today. I'm struggling. Taller, press forward. Find an easy stretch. My low back people, this might be your new best friend. If this makes your low back feel a little bit better, this might be your new best friend. And just stretching through into like the piriformis, like the hip rotators, the things that make your hips rotate out. So see if maybe that helps a little bit. So I'm not always mean, I'm just mostly mean. Does anybody have any questions so far? Yes, ma'am. That affects your knees more than your butt. So like inside knees, inside. So the rotation is hard for you. So you would lay down on their bed and then hold and pull and maybe pull across. Okay? And that takes your knee out of the equation. Anybody else? Any other questions? I know that's like a funky, weird position, isn't it? It's called a figure 4 stretch. You can also do that laying down on your bed. Cross the legs and then pull your leg toward your chest. Fair? All right. So we talked about water. We talked about non-exercise activity, right? We talked about balance. Does anybody have any posture issues? Yeah, right? Right? Again, where are we? What are we doing? 285. Does anybody drive to 285? Do you drive like this on 285? No, I drive like, oh my God, 285. My son moved here from Montana. And he's like, I said, call me when you hit 75 before you hit 285. Call me before you hit 285. Mom doesn't know anything. Mom knows nothing. So he calls me when he hits about Sandy Springs. He's like, Mom, he said, I'm driving the speed limit and they're like running me over. I said, good God, don't drive the speed limit. Jesus, you're going to get run over. You poor kid. But yeah, no, 285. So right, but we round in, we hold this position. Did anybody work at a computer in their previous lives? Yeah, right? And we spent 8 hours a day doing this. Yes. What about now? What are you doing now? Yeah, like, right? I got a client. Don't tell. He reads. I love that he reads. I love that he reads a lot. He reads heavy books. So what do you think we're working on? Posture, upper back, right? So let's sit up nice and tall in your chair. Give me a Wonder Woman Superman stance. Dun, da, da. You have to do the sound effects with it. Dun, da, da, right? And then we're going to go to, what did she just do? What? Dun, da, da, to what? Okay, so now we got the movement. Now we want to move purposely with us, right? So internally rotating the shoulder. We want to externally rotate the shoulder. And now pull your elbows down toward your hips. Pull your shoulder blades down as far as you can, right? Oh, that feels pretty nice, doesn't it? Wonder Woman, Superman. Pull the elbows down. How far can you get your shoulders away from your ears? It sounds funny, doesn't it? We get the strangest cues as instructors. How far can you get your shoulders away from your ears? Nice and tall. Pull this down. Big open chest. How does that feel? That feels kind of nice, doesn't it? This is probably my favorite movement. Other than it looks crazy, it feels pretty stinking good. So I'm opening up my shoulders. I'm opening up the places that I contract all the time. I'm getting nice and big. Ta-da! So as much as we sit here, right, we need to be sitting here as well. Ta-da! You should ta-da somewhere. And I go to like the grocery store and ta-da, I'm here. Y'all should be thankful I'm in the room, by golly. Superman, ta-da. But think about doing that as often as you can, nice and tall. Take 2 fingers, put them on your chin. I know, hang in. I actually have a magic trick later. It's the coolest thing ever. You'll love it. All right, so 2 fingers on the chin. Now, pretend there's something smelly right here, and you're gonna go, ew. And you're pushed straight back in your chin, ew. How does that feel? It's a little uncomfortable, right? Did you feel any decompression back here? Yeah. Yeah. Because we put our chin where it's supposed to be, for the most part. Or closer, we decompress those muscles. Now, look up toward the ceiling. I want you to push your chin out like you're pouting. Jet your chin out. Take it up as high as you can. How long can you get from your chin to the notch in your neck? Push your chin out. Pout. Darn it, Lisa's only here for an hour instead of 2. Dang it. Push your chin out a little further. Ooh. And now bring it back down. How does that feel? Yeah, feels all right? Sometimes when you're hurting here or this is tight, this is your culprit. I know, craziest thing ever. So what happens is we start projecting forward. These muscles get shorter. These start to do all the work and holding your head up, right? And so if we can lengthen here, get stronger here, we stand taller and we don't hurt nearly as much in those areas. Fair? Okay. So I know we're coming out of this really long phase of being more constricted in our movement, right? So we're starting to open up now. We're starting to go places and be a little more active and be more comfortable. One of the things that I noticed immediately as soon as we opened up, I could tell the people who had continued to move, and I could tell the people who sat on their couch and binge watched whatever it was on Netflix they were binge watching. I'm on Yellowstone right now, in case you're wondering. And they sat on the couch and they binge watched, and the difference in how they moved and how they felt and how much they had declined was so very obvious to me. I could pinpoint, go, oh, she was moving. Nope, no. He sat on the couch the entire time. Movement is so important to you. Anybody have arthritis, including me? I'll probably have no idea. I just want to die most days, right? It's like, just make it stop hurting. Just make it stop hurting. If you move more, does it feel better?
Yes.
Motion is lotion, guys. You got to keep moving. So if you are not moving, you have to start. If you are moving, you have to continue and maybe add to a little bit. It'll make you feel so much better. So please be kind to yourself. Yes, ma'am. I love all those hobbies. Those are my hobbies. I set an alarm on my phone and get up every 10 minutes, or like 10 minutes for every hour. I'll get up and I'll do something. That, and I have dogs. And my dogs are very demanding. I have little divas. I have 80-pound divas is what I have. I've got a lab that will look at me. I'll hand her crab meat, and she's like, "You didn't put butter on it first. I really just can't with you." Yeah. So no, I have diva dogs that keep me busy and moving, whether I want to move or not. But I do set an alarm. So like I keep my watch on, because every now and then my watch will go, "Hey man, you need to get up," right? Does your watch do the same thing? Yeah, it does. And you go, I'll get to it in a minute. I'm busy. It looks at you and goes, it's that reminder that you haven't done what you should be doing. My nemesis. I cuss it often. So the other night, so here's where you're gonna laugh. So I looked at my watch. I was like, oh, I'm like 600 steps away from my goal. The dogs were already in the bed. Yes, my dogs sleep in my bed. Divas, I've got divas. Dogs are already in bed. If I leave the room, they're gonna get out of the bed. So there I am, in place, right? In place. Yeah, they find me too. In place, right. And my guy's like, "Lisa, what are you doing?" I'm like, I need 600 steps. He's like, "Are you seriously gonna do that beside the bed?" I said, "Yeah." Yes, I am. He's like, "Seriously, Lisa?" I'm like, "Yeah, yes, I am. Thank you very much." Everybody stand up. March in place. Tap it here. Tap, 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 tap. So I do a walk it out class, in case you're wondering, Monday mornings at 9:45. Most everybody is online. And we do something similar to this. Tap, tap. For a full hour, we typically make it about 3 miles. I know our PR is 3.56 miles. Don't ask what was going on that day. I think it was lots of coffee. Tap, tap. Looking good, guys. Keep it coming. Tap it forward. Maybe the heels come forward. Tap, tap. Looking nice. Maybe knee up, knee up. Y'all didn't know you're working today, did you? You're welcome. Tap it out. Tap, tap. Nice and easy. All right, guys, have a seat. You're welcome. 200 steps for you. It's that easy. It is that easy. About once an hour, get up, take a trip around. I don't know about you, but I'm usually going to the bathroom about once an hour. Yeah, okay, yeah. So when I get up and go to the bathroom, I go get a drink, I move around, I take the long way around. I, check on the dogs, I check outside, make a couple of laps, and then go back to my binge watching. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm so not gonna lie to you. So we talked about NEAT, we talked about hydrating. We've talked about a little bit about fueling your body. Anybody like vegetables? Eat all the vegetables you want. Please, dear God, don't cover them in cheese. Oh man, I just took all the fun out of it, didn't I? Are you getting enough protein in?
Yes.
Yes. Think about it for a second. Are you getting enough protein in? Probably not. Good. A lot of people don't. A lot of us don't. Half the time. I am such a slug. But it makes such a big difference, especially when you're trying to build muscle. You have to have those things that are going to fuel your body, right? You're building cells. What do you want to build your cells with? Twinkies? Sounds nice. It works, man, whatever works, right? No, but do you want to give your body quality food to continue to build the cells with, or do you want to give it the junk food that we all love. Hell yeah, it's what I want to do. But in the long run, I know that as my body is regenerating and building itself and building more muscle, I want it to be made out of good proteins or cleaner foods that are make me stronger in the long run. Just real quick, personal history. I have spondylolisthesis. Anybody else has spondylolisthesis? Spondylolisthesis. Yeah. So instead of your vertebrae sitting nice and snug where it's supposed to be, it shifts. Yeah, it's not any fun. It's not, yeah, it's a deal breaker. So a year and a half ago, I had a spinal fusion, which for me, it made a world of difference. Yes, sir. Have you too? Yeah, L4, L5. We'll compare scars later. Yeah. Yeah, no. I got these two little ones that they did a nice job with it. But I know that because my body is still regenerating and it's still building itself, I need to keep those muscles as strong as I possibly can and make them out of the best grade material I possibly can. Do you feed your pet crappy food? No. Why? For their health, right? So why would we feed us crappy food? Hell yeah, I'm with you. But be good to yourself. So we're talking, in talking about what we're feeling with. So Emory I love Emory. They've got some really cool programs. One of the programs is called Emory Recognize. Now, I'm going to tell on myself. I'm so telling on myself. Mel, don't you tell Amanda. Actually, Amanda probably already knows. So as an instructor for the first 2 years, I had no idea how I had an email. That girlfriend, and that whole badge thing, we're like, we gotta wear a badge too. I'm an instructor. I'm going to come in. I'm going to teach my class. I'm leaving. I did that. COVID hit. Things changed. I was like, oh, holy crap! I have an email. And I realized that as we did things that were recognized as a good thing for the organization or a good thing for a member, we got points. I know who likes to win. I always like to win. I'm that person. I'm like, oh, but I get points. Holy crap, I've accumulated a lot of points. And they got a little catalog. You go through the catalog. There's a meaning to the story. Hang with me. I go through the catalog and I find it's an automatic ice cream maker. It's from Cuisinart and it's pink. Send it to me. So it comes in, you put the bowl in the freezer. Does anybody have one? I love mine, in case you're wondering. I love my ice cream maker. It goes in the freezer, you take it out, you pour the stuff in, you put the thingy on it, you hit the button, and me and the 16-year-old sat there and watched it spin and watched it make ice cream for a good 10 minutes. I can't believe I'm admitting to that. Watch it make ice cream, right? 20 minutes later, you have got fresh homemade ice cream. Life is good. I'm excited. I'm so excited that I start making ice cream every night. Every night. And I go in, I teach my classes, I do the things I'm supposed to be doing. I eat rational as a human being, right, at dinner. And then I have my ice cream and my decaf coffee. Why would you not? And so I got on the scale and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I can understand. And I'm achy. Why am I achy? Because I'm eating stinking ice cream every night. But that's my leg lamp award. You know what I'm talking about? Right here? The leg lamp. Yeah, so we refer to the ice cream maker as my leg lamp, my major award, my leg lamp award. So be kind to yourself. We love those things. And I like Cheetos and I like all the crappy stuff you shouldn't eat. Don't go by my office, but you eat them in small portions. I get a little treat. I'm happy. I've moved on about my life. I'm going to take better care of myself. I'm going to be better with my choices, eating more vegetables, eating some more fruits, making sure I'm getting enough protein in, eating in some really good clean grains. So if you have any questions, myplate.gov is a wonderful place to go, myplate.gov. And it gives you a good idea of, what you should be taking in. Another resource I like is MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is an app that goes on your phone. It's lovely. And it kind of breaks it down as to what you're taking in. So if you just keep track of what you're doing for a few days, you can kind of see a pattern and see if you're getting enough protein in for what your goals are, if you're getting enough water in, if you are eating the right foods for yourself. It's actually a really cool little app. If you have any questions, I can show it to you after class. It is free. MyFitnessPal, P-A-L. MyFitnessPal. MyPlate.gov. Both good resources. Okay, so we've talked water. We've talked eat like a rational human being. We've talked a little bit of balance, yes. We've talked about my stupid leg lamp award and my crazy dogs. We need to talk about cognitive, the fun stuff. All right, Sue or Victoria? I would typically have them partner up. Can we partner up, or is it something I need to do separate? You know what? I am in close proximity to you all the time. From you. Is that all right? Come on, love, and turn around. Now, are you ready for this? It's hard. It's hard. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is hard. You know, Betsy. Betsy's like, oh, I know what she's gonna do. Yeah. All right, so you can do this with friends. So what I'm gonna, no, you can't watch it. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to touch a joint. Yeah. I'm gonna touch a joint. You're going to take your opposite hand, touch it, and you're gonna name that joint. So right shoulder. Right shoulder. Yep, just like that. If I touch here, you're gonna do what? Right hip. If I touch here, you're gonna do what? Correct. Okay, are you ready? Do this with your friend. It's much fun. Right knee, okay. Okay, you did pretty good, really good. All right, no, you're still not done. But nice try, I like how you think. All right, so now, you should take a bow, absolutely. Give her an applause because she did really good. Okay, it gets better, it gets better. Now, I'm gonna touch 3 joints. The one that I double tap, I want you to touch and name. Okay, double tap, touch and name. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a seat. All right. So what we did was a little brain training. Okay. So if you can do that, something along that line, if you do something that is effortful learning, something that takes you a little bit, you gotta think a little bit about it. So like for me, learning a foreign language is an effort because my attention span is about that long. So for me, that's something I really have to think about. I really have to concentrate on little games like that. And you can find them, I think Silver Sneakers has some. You can, let me find some resources for you and I'll shoot it back over to Victoria. But cognitive training, and what it does is not only does it create more synapses or connections in the brain, which I think I know I need desperately, more connections in the brain, it encourages them to thrive. So not only do they develop and then die off, you see them develop and then more of them continue to exist. So the more you can do cognitive training or do something that takes a little effort to do, the better off you're going to be. Anybody have like any Alzheimer's in their family other than me? Yeah, whatever man I end up with, bless his heart, because my dad and my mom, he is so in trouble. So any cognitive training I can do, anything that I can do to eat as clean as possible and make sure that I'm healthy as possible for as long as possible, not only benefits me, but it benefits my partner as well. So think about it that way. If you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for your partner. Any questions, guys? Y'all are way too quiet. Yes, sir.
You talked about water.
Yes, sir.
What's your thought on Gatorade
Um,
and all
all the sports drinks. Okay, so here's where it boils down to. If I can't get you to drink water, I'll be happy to get you to drink something. Now, understand that when you're drinking those Gatorades, they are going to have sugar in them. And that's something you have to weigh out. Is it really worth it to drink that sugary drink? So are you concerned about maybe after exercise, or is it just in general? Just in general. So if you like a little flavor to your water, if you're looking for a little taste, because I'm with you, I get bored with just water. I will take, I've got a jug that I can put fruit in the bottom of it, and it will infuse the water. So you can do it that way. I like the tropical smoothie mix that I'll put in the bottom of my water. The Mio drops are a sugar-free flavoring that you could do as well. There are options out there to flavor it without adding in the extra calories or the extra sugar. So it would be my preference as a trainer. I would ask you to drink more water itself or find something that's not sugary. Just because of our age and, you know, we're hurting a little bit. Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. You do. Absolutely. Sure. Facts. Yeah.
Do I really have to do 70 ounces of water, or can I rely on other things such as coffee, fruit, and all that?
Sure. So all of it does come into play. All of it does come into play. Absolutely. So here's the caveat. I would say the majority of us in this room do not drink enough water. The majority of us don't. We just don't. And are you going to drink 70 ounces of water all the time? Probably not. You know, and I'm just being really honest with you as a trainer, because I would say the majority of my clients, no offense, guys, but the majority of my clients aren't going to drink enough water. So if I can give you that guideline and kind of get you shooting for that number, I'm a happy camper. The closer I can get you to that number, the happier I am. Because you're going to sweat, you're going to move, you're going to do things during the day that you're going to lose water. So the closer it's a guideline, if I can get you close to that number, I'm pretty good. But you're going to get water, your coffee, your fruits, your vegetables, you're all going to get some water content. But you know, is it enough for me to go take 20 ounces off the water I'm suggesting? Probably not. Yeah. Electrolytes. It's according to if you are running a marathon. I mean, it's according to how active you are. Okay, I'll give you a prime example. I teach on Thursdays. I teach 5 classes a day. I rely upon what I'm taking in eating wise to refill all those nutrients that I need. I don't add in anything to my water. If it was a really hot day outside and I was going to go out and I was going to run for a long period of time, I might look at replenishing my electrolytes. But for the most part, I'm going to get all the electrolytes that I need out of the foods that I'm eating. Like my potassium, my magnesium, all that's going to replenish with what I'm eating already. So, you know, unless you're doing something extreme outside, unless you're sweating a lot outside, it's probably not something I would strongly recommend. Not discouraging it, but it's not, it's kind of overkill. A quick source. Yes, sir.
Yes, something like open water, something other than the data you might place to get to that.
I mean, there are a lot of foods you're going to find magnesium in. There's a lot of foods you're going to find potassium in. I mean, I could, honestly, the best thing I'm going to do for a quick recovery, low-fat chocolate milk. If I need something quick, low-fat chocolate milk, maybe a handful of gummy bears. And I can't believe I actually said that out loud. Now, that's not a handful. That is a handful, right? Quick, easy fix. Does that answer the question? Okay. Yeah, I mean, there are so many different options out there. There's so many good foods that you can find. You know, find a food that you like that's higher in magnesium and potassium. I mean, bananas are lovely. I like bananas. I'm not offended by them. Everybody goes, oh, don't eat a banana. Why would you not eat a banana? Everything in moderation, just like my ice cream, everything in moderation. Anything else, guys? Any other questions?
What do you think about substituting meal with protein?
Well, it's according to what your reasoning is. Do you feel like you're not getting enough protein in?
No, it's just like for breakfast. I don't like breakfast.
All right, fair. She asked if how I feel about replacing a meal with a protein drink. Now, her thing is she doesn't like breakfast. And as a trainer, I would rather her have something in her system than nothing. So if it comes down to it, she doesn't like breakfast, rock on, girlfriend, drink a protein drink. I'm not offended by that. Just make sure you're picking one that's a good quality protein drink. You know, and you can find them out there. If you're concerned, ask your doctor. Your doctor can kind of direct you toward one that works for you. Yeah, but there's stuff out there you can do, because I have several people who don't like breakfast. I have one lady who eats a salad for breakfast. I'm like, ooh. It just makes me a little queasy thinking about it. But she likes salad and she eats a salad for breakfast. Rock on, if that's working for you. As long as you're eating, I'm a pretty happy camper. Eating like a rational human being. Any other questions, guys? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They're terrible for you. Don't do it. Oh, they drink it all the time. Yeah. If I had to, as far as the energy drink goes, do 50 jumping jacks. Seriously, get moving. If you'll get moving, you'll feel so much better. It's a wake up. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. 50 jumping jacks. Okay, I see what you're saying. So substitutions for protein is what I'm hearing. I am a big proponent. Oh, okay, I'm getting the hey lady, you gotta like, okay, I'll answer this question and we gotta shut it down. Yeah, girl, I'm telling you right now, I will talk the rest of the afternoon as long as they have questions. The question was protein drinks, protein bars in lieu of a meat. There are so many protein options out there. So me personally, as a trainer, my preference and my philosophy is always eat a clean food as opposed to a processed bar. So if I can get some protein in through like some beans or some plants that have more protein in them, that's the route I'm going to go. My favorite snack right now, and if you go by my office, there's probably some in there, is the baked peas. You find them in the produce section because they have plant protein. Okay, I get a little crunch, I get a little salt, I get a little protein, I'm a happy camper. But there are ways around it. You know, you find it in dairy, you find it in anything that, again, plant-based proteins, your dairies, if you don't want to do meat itself. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I think I was gonna say, Victoria, baby, I'll talk for the next hour if, you know, unless you kick me out. These guys are like, I gotta go. Yes, ma'am.
I was gonna say Atkins makes a 30-gram protein, low carb drink.
Yeah,
I think it's 180 calories.
yeah. I mean, they're out there. My personal philosophy is if I can get it from a clean food,
Yeah.
I'm a happier camper. Yep. Guys, thank you so very, very much for having me. It's been absolutely wonderful. Thank you for doing all the squats, and I will see you guys again soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys were fun.
So were you.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, let me grab my mask real quick.